Oh, hold on, Cece. Lucas. Look at the cocks re-breaking. What happened to that horse?
The cock juice is flowing today, boys.
All right, we're going to the gate. Stone Street Lexington Stakes. Mike, this is the final Kentucky Derby prep race of the season. And from a class perspective, you and I both love the horse. This right there on screen, good timing. The number 2, In Due Time, second in the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Still needs enough points, a few more points rather, to make the Derby gate and have that secure. But 2-1, a good fair price on him as they go into the gate.
Yeah, I think so. I was expecting this horse to be closer to 6-5, 7-5, especially with the lack of early pace here. And In Due Time possesses some of that. We're running into the short stretch here at Keeneland. So a lot of different factors that kind of lead you toward In Due Time, who's been running against just flat out better horses than what he's facing in here. So we'll see if Paco's able to create the trip or if he causes more havoc on top of In Due Time and see if he can get the job done here and get this horse into the Derby.
I think this is Call Me Midnight is going to be the last one in. Yeah, we're in. Here we go. Lexington, we're off. Oh, my goodness. In Due Time and the 3-horse both breaking really solid. The 8-horse Strava with the blinkers on. Mike, our fantasy league horse, he's going to be pretty forwardly placed here with Gaffleone as well.
He is. Pratt getting a tough trip here on Dash Attack. It looks like he's going to end up 1.5 million wide there around the first turn, but it looks like the pace is absolutely on up front.
Wow, you're right. Dash Attack now 3 wide, but this is a horse that we liked as a long shot in this race because we said we think he's got tactical speed. We just haven't seen the rider show that in the last few starts. And we said Pratt's coming aboard. He loves horses with tactical speed. He's got the jump on In Due Time. Like In Due Time is going to have to go around Dash Attack and Flavian Pratt, who's just been red hot at Keeneland.
Yep, 100%. I mean, now In Due Time, no excuses from there. I mean, obviously getting a perfect trip. We all see it. Saez's mount here sitting on the inside, broke his maiden last time at Fairgrounds, taking a big step forward. Going to try and work out an inside trip there. The leaders haven't backed up at all yet, though. So right now you still have Major General for Todd Pletcher and Strava sitting there 1-2 on the top.
Oh, boy. This is, and Gaffleone is still not really moving on Strava that much. Irad on Major General. They're starting to separate here. The 9-horse Tawny Port showing he likes the dirt a little better than he did in the Risen Star. He's making a move here late. He's going to be 3 wide, it looks like, at the top of the stretch. In Due Time has got nothing, Mike. He has got nothing. He's being asked, and just like Dash Attack, they're fading.
They are. And Major General trying to get another Pletcher here. And, is In Due Time now running on the rail there? He is, but it's not going to be enough in time. It looks like Tawny Port going to get the job done here at 5-1. That's a huge improvement off of his other dirt efforts. He had not been very good on dirt at all. Got second in the Jeff Ruby Stakes and then came back here. Nice step forward there from Tawny Port, who's probably going to be in the Derby now. Probably headed to the Derby for Brad Cox.
Yeah, so you're right, Mike. He got second in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, which got him 40 points. So he was definitely in the Kentucky Derby gate. But Brad Cox put him here because he said, we need to figure out, can he handle the dirt? Was the Risen Star, he got shuffled back very far. Was that the problem there? Brad Cox coming on late here. He's got Tawny Port is now going to be in the gate to join Cyberknife, who wins the Arkansas Derby. The 7-horse Major General, he had that terrible effort in the Tampa Bay Derby. I think he held on for second. Yeah, he holds on for second, adding the blinkers. He will not be in the Kentucky Derby gate, but you might see him Preakness. You might see him Belmont. Mike, look at this. The horse that likes to run towards the front, and he's got the breeding that says Belmont could be where he goes.
Yeah, and Pletcher likes the New York circuit, so I wouldn't be surprised by that. Although, you still have Mo Donegal sitting in the Pletcher barn, who I think is going to fit that Belmont stretch perfectly. So it'll be interesting to see if that's the direction that he decides to take with that horse. Not the fastest race here, 112 for 6 furlongs, 130, I believe it was 138 I saw for a mile, so 26 seconds there, and then came home in 7 seconds. So not flying at the end. So I would say this is probably a tough group if you want to use any of them in the Derby.
I'm trying to do the math here. I think that's 2 points for Ethereal Road for finishing 4th. So now he has 22 points because he was second in the Rebel. I don't think that he's going to need a couple defections, but I mean, I bring it up not to make fun of him. I'm trying to figure out how this affects the Derby landscape. The Major General is not going to have enough. The Iroquois only worth 10 points. So he's sitting on 10, 18 points. And then the 4-horse we talked about, the 2-horse was In Due Time. I don't know. I kind of want to see the stretch run for In Due Time, Mike, because when it looked like he and Dash Attack weren't going to make any run at the top of the stretch, I focused on the front 3 there. So did you see what happened with In Due Time? Because all of a sudden he just was there again.
Yeah, I mean, he started making up ground on the rail. But I think that's more because everyone else slowed down and he kind of kept going that same speed than anything else. Like I said, they came home pretty slow here with that 26 and then 7 seconds, and you're trying to run 24 and 6 there. So not the quickest tempo on the way home. And I think that once he kind of re-engaged, and there's a little traffic trouble there too. He was kind of pinned on the rail, and Paco couldn't really get him loose. I wouldn't say it was a bad trip. I just say that he may not have gotten to run as soon as he would have liked to. It didn't affect the outcome, though. He wasn't winning this race, and I'd say it's a pretty disappointing effort, all things considered, from In Due Time here.
One thing that you can't be disappointed about is if you are an Epicenter fan like I am, this just makes him look even better. He whooped on the Tawny Port, who clearly something probably being shuffled back as far as he did early in that race cost him a lot. But he also beat Call Me Midnight, who not on the board in this race, but again, class-wise, it's looking good for him. Officially, Kentucky Derby prep season, it's in the books now, Mike. Epicenter is still my Kentucky Derby pick. Taiba was yours. I'm guessing Tawny Port's victory doesn't change that.
No, it doesn't. The big takeaway for me here is I'm a little more concerned about Way to Barrio. Because the races that have not been as flattering, the horses have come out of those Florida races, hasn't been as flattering. In Due Time here, again, not that flattering for the Florida group. So Charge It and Way to Barrio both get knocked another peg down for me after this effort. Like I said, this time just wasn't very good. If In Due Time was a really good horse, he should have taken care of business here. He wasn't able to do so.
Regardless, it is exciting if you are Peachtree Stable putting this horse in the Kentucky Derby gate. So congratulations to you and the connections. Head over to racenews.com. We've got you covered with free picks for every race, every track across the country. We also have full coverage of the Derby and the Oaks leading up to the big weekends, as well as the entire Triple Crown Trail over at youtube.com/racingdudes. Hit like if you like the video, hit subscribe if you really like it. Tell us below in the comments, what do you think about this? Tawny Port, is he a threat in the Kentucky Derby, or is this as good as it's going to get for him on the dirt? Let us know. We'll see you at the track.
This has been a presentation of RacingDudes.com, your destination for all things horse racing and sports betting. Whether you want free winners, expert insider picks, up-to-the-minute trackside weather reports, or podcasts and videos for bettors of all skill levels. Never make another wager without visiting the Racing Dudes. First,